a young girl, you're taught if you want to look skinny, the color you got to wear is what? Black. All black, right? Yeah, you know who that works for? You know who that's slendering for? Women that are already skinny. Can you imagine if I was up here and head to toe black? You would be suspicious of me. I would look like a fat cat burglar.
Start clapping right now, make some noise. Come on now for Jeanie Doogan.
Keep it going for Chris, ladies and gentlemen. Love it. And I see what happens when a woman gets up here. I see this. A lot of dudes start crossing their arms. I see that, but I don't get offended by it. I know what you're trying to do. You're protecting your heart. I get it. So you don't fall in love. I should tell you I'm off the market. Off the market. Thank you. Yeah, off the market. And I'm from Chicago. It's a flea market. I'm happy to be off it. I got remarried. Thank you. Remarried. Because when I tell audiences I got remarried, there's always very young women in the audience. Not really here tonight, but usually there's like very young women and I hear them, they like look at their friends. They're like, how did she get two guys? Like, I can see you. That's rude. And I'll tell you how. Unplanned pregnancies, low expectations. There you go. I'm not a gatekeeper. That's it. That's the secret. Anybody here on a second marriage clap? Let me know it's going to be okay. Woo! Okay, one woo. Just a lone woo. Okay, a second marriage is hard. I thought it was going to be easy. I thought a second marriage, I know what I'm in for, but that's why it's hard, because I know what I'm in for. A second marriage, those of you still on your first, listen up. Get you ready for your second. A second marriage is like when you go into the refrigerator and the milk is sour, but you got to go back and smell it again to make sure it's as bad as you thought it was the first time. That's a second marriage. And in my case, it's particularly tough because I have kids and my husband doesn't know about them yet. So my husband, he's sweet. We're still like in the honeymoon stage of the marriage. It's still new enough where like he's very considerate of me and of my space. Like, this is adorable. You're going to love this. This is how cute he is. He will not fart in front of me. Isn't that cute? He won't pass gas in front of me. What he does instead, he will find excuses like 4 or 5 times a day to go out to the front porch just to fart. And I know this because I have the Ring doorbell app on my phone. We renovated a kitchen recently. That's something that we made it through, because I don't know if you've ever renovated a major room with your spouse, but let me tell you what I learned from this. If divorce lawyers were smart, they would not spend a dime renting office space. They would just stand outside a Home Depot. Just stand outside a Home Depot and wait for couples to walk out like, you 2 kids renovating a kitchen, are ya? One of you is going to end up with a beautiful new kitchen. The other one of you is going to need my business card to call me from your studio apartment. It's been tough, but it's been good. I have to remember that any time from like September to about November, I have to avoid asking my husband how an outfit looks, because he always answers something like, "It looks like you're going to look at leaves." What is it? It looks like I'm going to look at leaves. What does that even mean, Dan? Why am I asking him for fashion advice? Right? Like, I don't know, Dan, maybe it looks like I'm going to look at leaves because I'm looking for a good place to bury a body. And as women, honestly, from a young age, you are taught the worst fashion advice, especially if you're plus size in any way, right? As a young girl, you're taught if you want to look skinny, the color you got to wear is what? Black. All black, right? Yeah, you know who that works for? You know who that's slendering for? women that are already skinny. Can you imagine if I was up here and head to toe black? You would be suspicious of me. I would look like a fat cat burglar. What kind of advice is that? And they tell you if you're plus size, do not wear horizontal stripes, only wear vertical. No, I wear horizontal stripes because I'll tell you what, I think it tricks the audience into thinking, I bet she's pretty slender under that top. The other advice I hate, they say if you're plus size, don't wear anything that's bright or too bold. Stay away from animal print. Absolutely not. Cheetah print, leopard print, snow leopard print. I own it all. I don't even know what a snow leopard is, but I own its print because I feel like as long as I'm smaller than the animal I'm wearing, as long as I weigh less than the animal I'm wearing, right? And I believed that until a gentleman in the back of this very club yelled out one of the worst heckles I ever got in my life. He said, an adult male cheetah weighs 140 pounds. I said, fuck you, Jack Hanna. And I'm making fun of myself a little bit up here, but I'll tell you what, I don't ever want another woman leaving a show I'm doing feeling bad about their own self, because America does a good enough job making women feel like shit about themselves. I don't want to add to that at all, not even a little bit. Because I'll tell you what, if you want me to be funny as a female comedian, I either got to be fat or a lesbian. Them the rules. And I tried that in college, so. And I'll tell you, this is how I know that America really does make women feel terrible about their bodies at a young age in a way that men are not made to feel. I was 14 years old when I realized this because I was watching the movie Silence of the Lambs. Do you know that movie? Great date night movie. Check it out sometime. If you don't know this movie, real quick, there's a serial killer. And he kidnaps a plus-size woman, and he puts her in a hole in his basement because he's going to starve her because he wants to wear her skin. That's not the funny part, you sick bastard. Look at this guy. Oh, I'm watching this movie as a 14-year-old girl. Dark movie. He makes her rub lotion on herself, right? So her skin stays nice. And I was a 14-year-old girl, I'm watching it, and I go, oh my God. If they ever get her out of that hole, she is going to look so good. Thin and moisturized? Are you kidding me? No, and here's the thing. I'm all about body positivity. I'm about health. And the last few years, I've been trying to get healthy. I'm getting older. So I said to my friend, Carrie, I said, you know what? I'm going to join a gym. This is the year I'm going to join a gym. And Carrie, God love her, goes, Jeanie, if you're serious about this, if you're serious about your health, a gym's not going to cut it. You got to get a personal trainer. Okay? Now, I don't know why I'm taking weight loss advice from Carrie, because Carrie's very thin. She's one of those friends that's always been thin. Why am I taking weight loss advice from her? It's like taking marriage advice from a priest. Right? It's like, get out of my face and don't touch my son. But I gave her personal trainer a try because I had, are you ready for this? An extra $125 an hour laying around. What? $125 for this personal trainer named Tony. $125, and this piece of human garbage had the nerve to hand me a jump rope. I said, Tony, I already don't want to be here. Why the hell would you give me something I could use to commit suicide with right out of the box? $125 an hour, I'm expecting liposuction. Even if it's just on one leg. You know, I will save that other $125 up, and I will drag my other big-ass leg back when I got that money saved up. And Tony, God love him, goes, Jeanie, let's talk about your goals. What are your goals? I said, my goals, Tony, how about we talk about you moving out of your mom's basement? Because my goals are simple. I get that I'm never going to be a size 4 teen again. I get that. I'm okay with that. I said, I would like to take off the weight I put on during the holidays. I always put on a lot of weight during the holidays. This year it was Columbus Day. It just pushed me. over the edge. I don't even want Arbor Day to roll around. Rosh Hashanah, oy vey, no way. I said, Tony, I don't know. I guess if I'm being honest about my goals, it's simple. I guess I want the body of an adult male cheetah, Tony. I'm Jeanie Doogan. You've been fantastic.
One more time for Jeanie. Let her hear it. Let her hear it.